Bon appetit.
Good evening.
This here is Thom Seehafer.
Hello.
He's the chef, trainer, cookbook creator at Body Solutions RX and Life Prime International. Tonight we are having our dinner based upon the AG Protocol cookbook suggestions. Another wonderful meal in the new cookbook about to be launched by Life Prime International and Body Solutions RX and Thom Seehafer. So we have here tonight.
Okay,
Thom
tonight.
can explain.
Yep. Tonight again, it really helps to try and make your plate a little more appealing, just eye appealing to begin with. But what we're offering tonight for dinner, these three little circles, these three little crab cakes, is what they are. They are made with little crab meat, canned crab meat actually, which is very cost effective. Some of our crushed grissini or Melba toast, and just a little light seasoning, a little sea salt, a little fresh herbs or Italian herb seasoning, and a little minced onion.
And again, the grissini and Melba toast are the only carbohydrate type items that are on the diet, correct?
That is correct, yes. So I just ground up a few of them, and they make for a really nice binding agent for the crab meat because you cannot use eggs to bind the crab meat together.
Okay, what else do we have here?
Okay, we also have stuffed shrimp going around the edge here. It's a butterflied shrimp. You can get pretty much any size shrimp you want, but again, be cost effective. And this bread mixture, again, will be a little bit of the grissini or the Melba toast, a little fresh parsley or cilantro, a squeeze of lemon, a pinch of sea salt, and then just a few herbs, just to bind it all together and just form nice small little toppings for the shrimp that have been butterflied. And you bake it off in a little chicken broth in the oven at about 350 for about 10-15 minutes. Not your traditional stuffed shrimp, but again, it is very tasty and looks very good, and it stays within the HCG requirements.
Are there any oils or anything used for this particular recipe?
No, again, as you go through this, you find that steaming with preferably a broth, an organic chicken broth or a vegetable broth, is going to give you a little bit more flavor than just tap water. And you really don't need the oils. The oils don't add much. They keep the item from sticking to the pan or the bowl, but that's what the chicken broth does, and it still steams and imparts flavor on your product while it's cooking.
Okay, now
all right.
other items on the plate we have, it looks like in the middle, the salad.
The salad, again, just for color, I try and do it when I present food. Add a little height. Instead of just putting it on, putting the mixed greens on or the spinach, you know, try and lift it up and give it a little spin. And it just gives a little height to the plate instead of making everything very flat and, you know, very boring. So again, it's putting energy into your food, putting energy into the plate presentation. You should treat your family just like the way you go out to dinner. Present the food the way you get it in a restaurant sometimes, perhaps.
And how long did it take to make this meal, or in general, how long should it to make this meal?
Our meals, basically, we try and get them down in about 15 minutes preparation with maybe about 15 minutes of time. So it takes a little bit, and you say, no, I can't do that. That looks too good. It's a matter of time management and getting your mise en place or your mess in place, prepping the food beforehand. So a matter of grabbing this, a tablespoon of that, throwing it in a bowl, mixing it together, and putting on the item. So it takes a little time, but that's what we'll explain as we go through these videos and cooking lessons about how to shorten your preparation time, maximize your time with your spouse, your partner, or your family.
And, of course, show people how to have fun making dinner and maybe even involving your kids and your family in the process.
Fun, kids, music, whatever you want to do, but just make it, you know, a family effort. At the end of the day, it doesn't mean you got to hate cooking dinner. That's why we're going for maybe 30-minute meals that take, you know, the preparation 15 and the cooking time about 15-20 minutes, and then the cleanup is very minimal also. Our last item here is a ground beef taco mix. Usually we would do it in perhaps rolled lettuce leaves. Iceberg is going to be your best bet. Bib lettuce, romaine lettuce.
So there's a recipe we have that involves wrapping it in lettuce already.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the cookbook.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going a little plain tonight, but ground beef basically, 93 93/7, 80/20. Just get some lean beef and cook it down in the pan. And you can add whatever seasonings you want. You want to spice it up, add your chili powder, your cayenne pepper. Because again, the peppers with the capsaicin are a fat burner, so they help activate the body system in doing that. A little minced onion, a little cilantro or parsley for color. And because in our last show I made a large amount of the pico de gallo, you can add that on top for flavor, or perhaps a homemade salsa with your tomatoes and purple onions and a few other items.
Great. So in closing, any other inspirational thoughts about this dinner? Or
No, I think as we go along, you'll find that it's not as much of an effort as you think it is. And when you get food like this and you have everyone involved, it brings the family together. It brings out the artistic part of you in the presentation of the plate and the food, and it is more of an enjoyable time for everyone when you can all cook together. You can smell the food, you can see it cooking, and you all gather around the table and eat the food that everyone has had a part in the preparation of.
Okay, well that wraps up this segment, this dish, and again, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.